scene, and now we get to talk to one of the greatest athletes in the 50 to 60-year-old category, Mr. Pete Pastides. Pete, welcome to the
Great.
call. Wanted to run through this with you. So why don't you tell us a bit, Pete, about your background and
Yeah,
some of the things that you've accomplished, which are truly incredible.
yeah. Max, morning, everyone, and thanks, Joe, for welcoming and everyone here to the call. We're super excited about this partnership, and I can tell you, I'm living proof of both these worlds coming together, both these brands coming together. Because just a little bit of background. I've gone from never having done a triathlon to being top 10 in the world across various different forms of triathlon in a relatively short period of time because of the amazing training that Alistair and Johnny have given us in terms of their methodology in Brownlee Fitness. And as a consequence of that and the Max products, I've never been fitter, faster, and stronger, period. I'm 56, 57 this year. And yeah, my world is varied. I'm a GB age group triathlete, as is Andy, by the way, who's on the call. Andy's top 10 in the world at duathlon, which is run, bike, run. I do swim, bike, run. So my world is kind of carved into four spaces. I'm a GB triathlete in my age group. I'm a Brownlee Fitness athlete, which I'll tell you a little bit more about what that means to be a Brownlee Fitness athlete and a part of Brownlee Fitness. I'm the CMO of Brownlee Fitness, so absolutely love that role where I connect with the members, the growing squad around the world, and our partners. And at the same time, I'm involved with Alistair and Johnny as well in a tech venture where my background is tech. So I started my career at IBM, worked there for a decade, set my own company up, ran that company for 17 years, sold it, retired, and didn't know what to do. And thank goodness I found triathlon. Inspired by Alistair and Johnny's performances, I joined Brownlee Fitness as an athlete, and within a year, there was so much potential to take it from just a one-to-one training company to a global squad. And with Andy's help and the wider teams, we've achieved just that. So yes, just 30,000 feet, who I am.
Yes, well, that is 30,000 feet. There's so much detail to all of the things that you have done, Pete. It's truly incredible. When you think about what the Max Brownlee Fitness partnership is, why don't we talk a little bit about that? We're bringing two real powerhouses together, between Max's science and the nutrition and training program that you guys offer. Why don't we talk a bit about that so people have a good sense of the fullness of what you're bringing?
Yeah, absolutely. And as this slide suggests, it is the fusion of two hugely powerful forces to deliver this performance-driven nutrition and training. So first and foremost, anyone that joins Brownlee Fitness, and I hope a lot of you feel inspired to do this or to take up some form of sport with Brownlee Fitness or endurance sport, but whatever sport you do, it's a combination of fueling yourself, recovering in order to perform. And before I met the Max team and these incredible products, you're looking for not just competitive advantage, you're looking to feel healthy. You're looking to be able to do the training that is demanded of you, whether it's just your first 5K or whether you're doing Ironman performances or great stuff like Joey, who's also on the call, a gold medalist for his region. You understand the demands of the body. And what Max and Brownlee Fitness together brings is this amazing combination of, for me, believe it or not, boundless energy, that assists with my recovery, that aids my performance. And that's really what I want people to understand. I'm living experience of the power of these two products and partnerships coming together. I'm trained by Brownlee Fitness. I take the Max products, and it means that I can consistently, as Johnny and Al said, consistently do my training, recover well, get ready for the next day. But more importantly, when the moment's right, I can perform. And so the ability for us to work together as teams, you out there in the world, promoting the brand, using the products, inspiring people and helping people change their lives, Your products, and I've been doing sport all my life, your products have made the single biggest difference to my sporting life. And as I said to Joe, my biggest fear is that my competition are going to get it. And this means my ability to try and be number one in the world is going to get super hard. But I can't restrict, I can't restrict the benefit that this gives to people of all ages, of all abilities. So once again, in summary, Joe, that's what the Max partnership and the Brownlee Fitness partnership means to me.
Well, it certainly has meant something to me already as I got to experience, and everybody should know, you guys all know that, I tended to work out a bit and run a bit, but, you also need that coaching and that training. And I'd come across a little bit of a problem. So I had turned to Pete and his team to get me going. So when you see this Brownlee performance, BF performance, and it's ready anytime, well, I can tell you right away that Andy was unbelievably responsive in terms of giving the advice and getting it out into the email in a personalized message. So that ready anytime was really great. And being coached, to get started, right? Often the most difficult thing is to get up and say, okay, I'm gonna do this and get started. Getting those consistent messages saying, hey, this is what you got going today. Here's the things, the specific advice. That was really inspirational. How did you guys develop those habits to serve your customers so well?
Yeah, I mean, that's really the foundation of Brownlee Fitness. It's at the center is Alan John's training methodology. So there's over 350 different workouts that they have personally built, developed, tested, and applied to great effect. And that's all wrapped up in something called Plans Plus. And it's called Plans Plus, it's because it means whether you just want to run, whether you just want to swim, cycle, or do all three, it doesn't make any difference. At Brownlee Fitness, we just want you to move and be healthy and be fit. And so it's really about being fit. It's about being healthy. It's about being healthy all year round. And the way that we keep you healthy all year round is to the point that Al made and John made. It's just being consistent, and it's doing most of your work at what we call zone 2, a kind of an endurance pace, which means it's sustainable. You're not thrashing yourself every single day. You're literally doing work that your body can sustain. And expert coaching makes sure that you're connected to your training plan. So if you've got questions or queries, we've got this great tech called Ask Al, which you get for free when you join. And 24/7 in any language you want, you can ask Al, our AI, anything. And anytime you want to reach a coach, you just go @coach, and then you're connected to a human. So it's this combination of giving people the total flexibility that they want to train when they want, how they want, and a plan built around them. That you've got a coach at hand to talk to at any moment in time, that you've got technology to lean into if you've got questions. But more importantly, you're ready at any time to race and to perform. So that might be your first 5K, your 10K, half marathon, or a marathon, or your first triathlon like Joe's doing. What we want to make sure is that you're fit, healthy, and ready at any time to be able to take on those challenges. And even if it's just a park run or a local event, or whether you're going for international honors, right from that spectrum, from someone that's never really done any fitness all the way to Olympians, we cater for everyone in between. And that's really the promise and the business and the framework that we've built to serve people.
It is truly terrific, because it's not just about, because not all of us are going to get up to Alistair and Johnny's level. We're not going to get to your level. Some of us just need to get up and get started. And so you guys have plans that for the very beginner to the, they range all the way to the Olympic level athlete, which is remarkable.
We've got literally people that just walk, that just simply do it. They need a target, they need a goal. And so we've got some incredible athletes from all over the world, all 5 continents. And it's the beautiful thing about it is when you think of scaling operationally, delivering this to reach those people, we've got the most amazing technology and the most amazing coaching team wrapped around this ability to support people wherever they are in the world with whatever their goals and objectives are. So right now it's coming up to race season in triathlon. So everyone's on their race plans that wants to race. There's some people that are just doing it for training. And I hope when you sign up and you take advantage of the offer that we've got as our partnership, you'll see Joe's been through it, that it's a very, Andy's worked tirelessly as our operations officer to make sure that that experience is simple, fast. You get your plan and you're able to follow your plan, based on the time commitments and the lifestyle that you have.
And one of the things, guys, that you need to think about here is, and we talk about this a lot in training, is and training for work and your business, right? Is putting forth a plan, right, and laying in a plan that is very, very well balanced. And being healthy has a lot of different aspects to it, right? You've got mental health, you've got physical health, you've got business health. All of that has to do with structure and consistency, and you're going to hear these things throughout in this partnership as we talk about in your business life, that you have to be very, very disciplined, you have to be training, you have to be learning, you have to be working. One of the things we say, Pete, in our business is we say, first you learn, then you work, then you earn, then you celebrate. And so it's a very similar structure to what you guys have put together. So it's really, truly a perfect partnership. Now, let's talk a little bit about your personal experience. So this is something, I know Alistair and Johnny probably have a ton more stories about Pete, but I've got one story about Pete so far. And that was when we first started discussing the products, because being an endurance athlete myself, I know the mentality a bit. And I said to Pete, Pete, when you get the products, don't overdo it. Don't know you're going to feel like Superman. And I need you to remember, you're still a human being. So, Pete, when you started taking these products and we were having that conversation, what were your thoughts at that point? You think I was crazy?
Yeah, I didn't really realize the impact that they were going to have. And it was great advice. You said, Pete, your products arrive next week. When you start taking them, don't overtrain. Yeah. And then the reason why that was such brilliant advice is because you do feel like you have almost unlimited energy. And normally pre taking the Max products, come Friday night with the work demands and the training, I'd be asleep by 7:30 in front of the fire. Here in the UK, it's been cold. And my partner can't believe it because I'm running around like a 19-year-old at like 11 o'clock now on a Friday night, ready to sort of, start another day. And it really has had a very, very profound impact on my energy levels, to the point where, I'm able to sustain my threshold pace, which is the kind of maximum heart rate that you can sustain over a long period of time, very, very significantly. And I've proven that in my last two races because I've won my last two races. So I have more energy to hold that basically that race pace, which is called your threshold pace, and that's principally because my glutathione levels have been increased. That's it. So they've gone from, and this is what Joe knew, that he could see that I was a 56-year-old guy with depleting glutathione levels. When I started taking the Max products, these were seriously elevated, and that's backed and proven by the proven study. So the beautiful thing is Bobby and the team and everyone have come together and have validated what I'm feeling. So it's not just a subjective perspective here. Yeah, this is scientifically proven that my glutathione levels are higher, and as a consequence, my heart rate variability measurements are also off the chart. So that means that I have a lower heart rate when I train and rest, and that means I have faster recovery. So I'm working just as hard, but my heart is working less, and I have more. I'm able to recover much faster. And Johnny also experienced that. So yeah, go on, Johnny.
That's one of the things that is so great about our partnership, is that it's all based upon legitimacy, which is very, very important. It's not a bunch of marketing. I know Pete's a CMO, and he creates brilliant marketing, but there's so many absolute legitimate facts behind the things that both of us were doing and now will be doing together. And the science, as we all have seen now with the human clinical that was backed by 55 peer-reviewed published studies, over 15 years, over 20 years of research and science that we put the products to the test, that we have unbelievable confidence in what the products actually do. That's deliver bioavailable cysteine for glutathione production. And when I was giving Pete the advice, because I know his age group, I know where he's sitting. We know that at that age, the glutathione levels are declining. But when you're working out as hard as Pete, as in any athlete, you're producing an unbelievable amount of free radicals. And with a lower level of glutathione, those free radicals, they cause havoc in your system. And so when we gave those products to Pete, we knew that his glutathione levels would shoot out to the moon. And the study, verified that. We saw that in the age group 51 to 60, that we increased glutathione levels. And this is important in healthy adults in a 28-day period with a regular dose, 250 milligrams of ribosine a day, increased glutathione levels 64.7%. And that was exactly reflected in Pete's experience, right? And so we know that we have a product that is backed by legitimate science. We also know that when we look at Brownlee Fitness, the fitness programs are being designed by people who know fitness better than anybody in the world. They put their bodies through unbelievable strain. They've studied how to put together programs. So this is an unbelievable combination, which really helps us all achieve our global mission, which is to improve global health. So, so we have come together here, and we have a global invitation for you guys. So we're combining performance nutrition, which is what Max brings, with the structured training plan. So Pete, why don't you run us through exactly what everybody is getting? They need to really understand how this is going to help blow this up.
Absolutely. So really, really simple. In a minute, a link is going to be shared that you can go to and you can learn more. But in essence, what you get is a training plan that's absolutely personalized to you. So whether you want to do a triathlon, duathlon, aquathon, aquabike, or simply just run or just get fit, the moment you sign up, from the moment you start with us, your plan is personalized to you. It's the most simplest thing in the world. Once you sign up and you tell us what you want to do in terms of your program, you're onboarded. And then each of your workouts are digitally delivered to a device. So whatever device you're working with, you can send it to the bike computer or to the wrist. Or you can just access it from your mobile phone, or you can access it from the web. But the most important thing is that your plan is built for you, your age group, your ability, your experience, your targets, your goals is delivered to a device that enables you to follow it simply. It's totally flexible. So you could be on a training plan between now and a race date. And once you've done that race, you can either decide just to stay on a maintenance plan and just keep fit and healthy, or go for another race or another goal or another target, or you can flip to a completely different sport. So you might be on triathlon now, but now you want to do a marathon, or you might be doing a half marathon and now you want to be doing a duathlon. So you can move the plan, and that's why it's called Plans Plus. Whatever you want to do with your training will support you. And then, as Joe mentioned earlier, that's all supported with amazing technology called Ask Al. You'll see that on brownleefitness.com. Click on it, ask it a question. Al's knowledge and Johnny's knowledge has been synthesized into an AI, and they're there 24/7 in whatever language you want to ask that AI, it will give you the answer. If you don't get the answer, or if you want to talk to a coach because you've got a question you don't understand about your training plan or about anything physiologically, hit @coach, connect with the coach, and they'll get back to you through email or directly through the AI. So it's a totally flexible, very simple, very effective training plan that, as we said earlier, is all about keeping you fit, healthy, and ready all year round.
This is why this combination truly works, and it'll absolutely help build business everywhere and help bring great health to everyone. First is that we are a science-backed product that actually works. The gentlemen at Brownlee Fitness and ladies at Brownlee Fitness, they have tested these products over a period of months. As we have said, We will always put our products to the test, just like those guys get out there and race all the time, put it in there, put it out hard. They're willing to put themselves out there at risk. We are challenging every single nutritional supplement company in the world to come and test yourselves against Max's products with respect to raising glutathione levels. All of you guys know I have put that challenge out there for about a decade. I have yet to receive an acceptance to that challenge, which makes us the world's best. There isn't any doubt. And we go and put our products to the test on our own, as we have just shown through the human clinical, and we deliver the results that we promise. So what a terrific combination. Number two, we've got now the training plans that actually work on every 100 plus different training programs to meet your objectives. And importantly, remember, who's the most important person in your business? The client, the client, the client, the client. You can help them find that program that works for them. You can help them find the nutritional supplements that are going to help change their physical life. Number three, let's go on. So now we're combining these things together, which is amazing. You know, 1 and 1 often makes 2, but in this case, 1 and 1 is going to make about 100, because this is an absolutely perfect combination. And in terms of, you know, yes, the products work because they have the best training platforms. They have unbelievable AI. And yes, we have unbelievable products backed by unbelievable science. But what really makes this partnership work, and this is very important for you guys to remember, is the value system that we share. You know, that we all have the same values. It's not like, oh, we're great and you guys need to give us this and that. No, it's a true partnership. We're going to work together to make it great. We understand what it means to fight and struggle through difficult times. We understand the effort that it takes to make something work and succeed. And I can tell you, over the last 3.5 months, that we have had the absolute pleasure of working with the team at Brownlee Fitness. I can tell you that they are an unbelievable teammate, just an unbelievable teammate. They are willing to put in the work. They are willing to work with us. They are willing to fight through things that need to be fought through. They're willing to discuss things and build a true partnership. This is something that is going to last decades because of that value system, because of that commitment to excellence and that commitment to delivering something valuable, something of value to the consumers on a worldwide basis. It comes back to Dr. Nagasawa's vision of changing the world for the better, producing a product that improves human health. It comes back to Johnny and Alistair saying, hey, we need to bring this stuff and our knowledge and share it with the world, and share it in a way that everybody can participate. That's what it is all about. The global mission of global health for everybody. Everybody deserves to have a healthy life. And that is what the Brownlee Fitness Max International partnership is going to do. So, Pete, what do you think? What do you think about this? How has your experience been with the team?
Incredible. You know, we have everyone. I share the same feeling as you, Joe. I mean, and thank you for the kind words. We have a super dedicated team. Everyone's super passionate. It's hard not to be inspired when you're working with Al and John day in, day out. And we're very privileged to be able to, you know, tap into their knowledge. But it's also, we're very careful about the partnerships that we form because of their brand and their integrity. And when you look to the Max, not just the Max products, but the Max people, everyone that I've dealt with, Bobby, Jason, Sam, the whole team goes on, Jürgen, incredible. Yourself, Joe, Larry. I mean, Larry is legendary in the video production world. If anyone doesn't know, he creates the most amazing, you know, content. I hope I haven't missed anybody else. You know, even from the people that because right now we're getting set up in the UK. So Mike, who delivers us our products, which is why Johnny's run out right now because he's waiting for his next shipment. But that's okay. We got the VAT certificate. Soon we'll be able to deliver this into the UK. But I echo your sentiments. There is a huge, massive desire between both brands to make a huge difference in people's lives. And I'm just so thankful that I get to experience it firsthand every day, and I get my 250 milligrams plus. And Joe, my fear of running out. Yeah, I have this massive fear of running out of. And so Andy, I've had to ration some to Andy. We're both racing this weekend at the Europeans in Germany. He's got just enough. I've got plenty. It's the first time I've ever been selfish about anything, and I'm not letting this stuff go. Andy will attest. He's got just enough to get him through the race, and then he's got to go ask Mike for more. But my stash is mine. So yeah, it's great. It's a real honor, and it's a privilege to be working with you all. Truly.
Yeah, so well, thank you guys. You guys have been amazing. And tell us about the championship races that you've got coming up. We would love
Yeah,
to hear it.
This weekend, Andy, are off. Both on our Friday. We've got the European Duathlon Championships. We're in different age groups. Andy's in the 45 to 50. I'm in the 55 to 60. But it's a 10, 60, 10 European final. We're both representing Great Britain. So it's 10K run into a 60K bike into a 10K run. And trust me, in our bottles is our ribosine. Everything's in there, max ATP, fully loaded with longevity morning and after. And so, yeah, we'll be the first, I think we'll be the first European athletes powered by Max this weekend in Germany.
Hey, well, make sure you put the links in because I know the team is going to be pulling for you. You got, Pete, you'll absolutely, and Andy are going to have absolutely a worldwide Max audience that is going to be looking forward and pulling for you guys at every instance. And we know you're going to do great. And please put so we can all follow you. Drop it into the chat. We're all looking forward to your races and this long-term partnership that we're going to be taking global health to the world. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for this Learn to Earn. We want to, of course, thank Pete and Johnny and Alistair for spending some time with us. And we thank you guys for coming to listen. And we thank you guys for all of the hard work that you do. And the work that you're going to do to help us all take this mission to the world so that people can experience great health through supplementation and great health through terrific, excellent training programs. So thank you guys very much. And Joey, I will pass it back to you.